Nailed it.
Hey friends, Greg Hudson back with you this time in Dundalk, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore. We found a cafe serving up breakfast and lunch, and I mean some whimsical dishes you're really gonna love, and creating a familial feel as the restaurant's named after the owner's late sister. So come on in, let's grab a slice of hospitality, family, and food at Joanna's Cafe. Hey, Lindsay, what's going on?
How are you?
Great. Awesome
Welcome.
to see you.
Thank you.
Man, what a beautiful space.
Thank you so much.
Is there like cozy and homey here? I guess that's what you were going for.
Yeah, absolutely. Best kept secret in Baltimore.
Well, you know, I saw up front there, right at the door, there are all kinds of like awards that you guys have won, or you've been selected by the community as a great local spot. Like,
best coffee shop, best salads, sandwiches, customer service. I think there was 7 this year that we were
7?
Yeah.
There's going to be a quiz later, everyone, just so you're ready for that.
On a scale of 1 to awesome, yes. That's awesome.
And so you're kind of doing like the breakfast, lunch. Like
yep, we're open 7 to 3 Monday through Saturday, and Sundays 8 to 3.
Okay.
So just coffee, breakfast, lunch, brunch.
So this is that local spot people can come to, not go to a chain and get some nice local breakfast, lunch things like that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Very creative menu, not your everyday breakfast spot. So we use our creativity and our whimsy to cook up something great for you.
Creativity and whimsy. I like that. I'm going to use that. Put that in my back pocket.
Yes.
Some whimsy. Well, what are we going to try today?
We're going to start out with the smash brown. It's one of our signature breakfast sandwiches. So it's on a fluffy Asiago bagel, and then it has bacon, sausage, ham, hash browns, eggs, lettuce, and tomato.
That's a breakfast sandwich?
That is a breakfast sandwich.
Oh, yes it is. And can I tell you, I love Asiago bagels.
They're so delicious.
This is gorgeous. I mean, this looks like it was food style.
Yeah.
Look at I mean, this is hold on, I'm going to pick this up for you guys. You need to see how meaty this is. Now that is a breakfast sandwich. Look at the layers in there. Are you catching this? That's a breakfast sandwich. This is like something I would make for myself at home.
Where you find all the things, you're like, I'm putting everything on this sandwich. Yeah.
This is not a sandwich you expect to get at a restaurant or a cafe. This is like I'm at home just doing all the things and putting it together.
Yes.
Usually I have to like hunch
in.
down with a burger.
Yeah.
I've never had to like hunch with my arms out on a breakfast sandwich before.
Yeah.
This is a first.
Nailed it.
I was a little worried with all that meat in there between the sausage and the ham and the...
Yeah, but then the hash brown cuts it, and then so does the eggs.
Yep. And then at the end, just that brightness from the tomato.
Yep.
Cleans the palate of all that fat and richness. This bagel's a sleeper. It's Asiago bagel. And what I love about it too is it's not overly thick and dense.
Right. Yeah, it's a nice, soft, fluffy.
It is. It's a soft, fluffy bagel. And then just that deep cheese, like that toasted cheese flavor on that Asiago, because on top what you got there, you got that Asiago cheese that when you toast that bagel, it gets nice and toasty. And you know what I'm talking about when you have cheese on the edges of something that is kind of crunchy and rich, just concentrated cheese flavor. That's what that gives with this bagel too.
Yeah.
This is, where are you getting? Are you guys making this? Where are you getting this bagel from?
We get them from Stone Mill Bakery in Simonium.
So it's local. That's, I think, what you're getting a local bagel for this. And Lindsay, you're right. Looking at your menu up here, you've got some eclectic, creative things all over the board.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, to be real honest, I'm a big seafood guy. That's no secret. You're using crab on so many different dishes.
Go out and take their order.
Sorry, they're getting slammed here.
Yeah.
But you're using crab on so many dishes. I mean, being right here in the Baltimore area, that has to be kind of a staple, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not only is it a staple, but it just tastes good on
just about everything.
Yeah. Hi, Carl.
Well,
Welcome back.
So we got some guests coming in here, starting to pick up here at Joanna's, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to get back there, maybe put something together with some crab. What do you suggest?
Crabby avocado toast for sure.
I was hoping you'd say that. Yes. All right. Crabby avocado toast coming up. Okay, avocado toast. What do we got? Looks like you got everything ready to go.
Crabby avocado toast.
Crabby, I forgot we're in Baltimore. Crabby avocado toast. So
okay, so we have our multigrain thick sliced toast, and then 2 big scoops of our avocado spread.
Love that.
Yeah.
Is this just smashed avocado? Do you add anything in there to it?
Nope, this is just smashed avocado, nothing fancy. It
just fresh avocado.
Yep, and it survives all on its own, even if you don't need, anything else on it. Okay, and then we have our bacon.
Yeah, I saw you cooking that bacon earlier.
Yeah, you can smell it. I know. All right, let's see how our egg's doing here.
Oh, we're getting an egg on this too.
Yeah, it's all the things, my friend.
Love that. And how are you preparing the egg there? We're going to have that, we're going to leave it a little runny?
It's going to be over easy.
Love it.
So the white's all going to be cooked, but then some people will call it dippy.
I've heard that before, dippy egg.
Yeah, I think certain parts of the country, they call it dippy. Other people call it runny.
You are
it's
the
whatever.
second person I've ever spoken to that calls it a dippy egg, but I love calling it that.
All right, here we go. Lump crab on top.
Yeah. I love that you don't skimp on the crab either.
I mean, again, we're in Baltimore. All right.
Here.
All right, and then we have olive oil.
That is gorgeous.
A little grated parm. A little red pepper flake.
Oh, I love this already.
And of course, Old Bay.
The Old Bay for good measure.
All right.
That is beautiful. Just like that. And I love that you have everything ready. And this, I feel like I'm on the beach in California right now.
You should be.
That is beautiful. Okay, time to taste. Now, how do you recommend I try to dig into this with that egg?
Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you pop the egg first so you get that yolk all over.
Ah, okay.
And then, yeah.
Done.
Ready?
Let's go. All right, I've got the fork. I'm going to do exactly as you said, Lindsay.
Yes, right here.
Pop that. Oh, that's what you want to see.
Yes.
That is what you want to see. Take this edge right here. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh man, all day, every day.
Not gonna steer you wrong.
This is just like a fun, whimsical dish. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just something fun about this. I'm glad I got the gloves on right now.
Right?
I'll tell you that. Of course that happens on
I guess
camera.
I should have said a knife and a fork.
Between that breakfast sandwich and then something like this with that avocado toast, the crabby avocado toast, your background is showing that you've been around, you've seen some things in fine dining, but also different types of culinary atmospheres. Just, again, fun, playful, whimsical things, but not your average breakfast.
Right.
Not your same old breakfast sandwich, not your just same old avocado toast.
Right, and that's why, because
it's
simple too, so it's not like you have to have all these super fancy ingredients.
Just fresh ingredients.
Exactly.
I mean, that crab is gorgeous. It's fantastic. Well, it's a beautiful day outside, and there are a couple other things I think you got that you want us to try, right?
Most definitely.
What else we got coming?
We have Turkey Ricky Cobb salad, and we have the smash brown breakfast sandwich, and we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do some overnight oats for you.
Overnight oats?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm John. I've been coming to Joanna's since about August when I started working across the street. I like the layout of the place, the ambiance, the food. The food is great, and they got they got new coffee here that I like. It becomes my favorite, and the staff is, excellent. They get everything out hot, fresh. What else can I say? Joanne's a nice place to come to. You want to, a little quick something to eat, or Sunday breakfast, lunch. this is the place.
So it was such a beautiful day. We had to come sit outside.
Absolutely.
And what a beautiful little area you've got out here,
Thank you.
too.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is like your first foray into restaurant ownership. Just the way that you have everything set up, it feels so cozy, so homey.
I think you take a little bit from each place you go, and you're like, I really like this aspect, or I wish that this was here, and then I was able to just put it all together and like what I love the most about this industry and leave out what I don't like the most, and just create a super awesome environment for my team, for our customers, for our vendors, just in general for our community, to have a really awesome, cool place to come hang out, bring their friends. Like, people are always like, oh, my wife's in town, like I had to bring her, whatever.
So this is like, that destination spot.
Most definitely.
That's great.
And then people move and they're like, we were in the area, we had to come back. So
I just spoke to a couple in there.
Oh yeah, they're from Tennessee.
Yeah, so they moved to Tennessee. They used to live here, but they are from here, and this is their place. So exactly what you just said, I experienced as we're moving equipment here.
Yes.
And something else you mentioned, that a comfortable place for your staff, for your customers. That's the vibe and energy that you get when you walk in. And I mentioned this to you before, that like it feels like I'm walking into your living room and you're like, hey, come on in, have a seat, let's get you some breakfast, let's get you some brunch, some lunch. That's the energy that you've created here. It really is. You feel it as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
I use the phrase, it doesn't feel transactional here. When you go to some chains or other things like that, you just go in, you get your coffee, you get whatever, you grab it, you go. It's transactional.
Yeah.
Here, it's kind of want to sit and stay a while.
Yeah.
I want to chat. And your interaction, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to brag on you for a second. Watching you interact with your staff it feels like those are your kids or something. It's just beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
Thank you. Really is. We have a really stone cold, awesome bunch of kids that work here, and they're not all kids, but we all get along so great, and we have a great time. We're super strange. We put eyeballs on everything.
That's like great, though.
It's hilarious, but it really helps them because they feel like they can be themselves. They they don't have to like come to this stuffy job where nothing's fun.
Yes.
Like we throw the term toxic positivity around because we're like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Like, you're doing awesome all the time.
I love that. Though.
And then we put eyeballs on stuff. So.
And they even have they have like their own little mascot, and it has a suitcase and everything.
Yeah.
We'll get some shots of that, definitely, because you got to see this thing. Speaking of fun and quirky, wow, more crab on another dish.
Yeah. Welcome
Love
to Baltimore.
I'm a big fan. And so this is a salad, right?
Yeah.
Named after somebody pretty special.
Yeah, this is our Tricky Ricky Cobb salad. It's named after one of my best friends back in Pennsylvania. We both had the idea that we wanted to open our own businesses. And so we told each other, we put it out in the universe, and she opened her place and I opened mine. So in her honor, I made the salad for her. It is romaine lettuce, chopped bacon, avocado, hard-boiled egg, grilled chicken, gorgonzola cheese, and tomato with lump crab, ranch, and Old Bay.
Man, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on here.
Look at that fresh avocado in there, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. Let me bring some of this up.
I was going to say, we need to get this guy a knife.
This is like a fork and knife salad.
Maybe we should have bibs. with the wind, too.
Yeah. Pretty tricky out here right now. The way you combine flavors, man. You know how to balance a dish. You just really do. This is another example of that. Same with the avocado toast earlier. There's just enough kick with the red pepper flake, then that runny egg. But here it's great texture. I love the hard-boiled eggs here, and the avocado. And you don't skimp with this. Look at this giant piece of crab. Like, you are not skimping with the crab you put in here. I love that. Absolutely love it.
It's the idea is that you're gonna come here. You're going to be comfortable. It's going to be awesome. But then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, and the food.
But the food is great.
Right. And that's instead of like, the food's okay, but like, the coffee's good or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, this latte. And then, oh my goodness, this salad. Like, what is going on here? And then it just keeps building on top of each other.
It would be perfectly acceptable to come and get a great cup of coffee, check your email, and then, okay, the food's okay.
Right.
But this is not just a cafe with coffee. That the food shines here. It really does.
Yeah, that's we've had people come in that they're like, oh, a coffee shop, and they grab their coffee, and then they look up at the wall and they're like, oh my gosh,
you
this
have
menu,
that?
what is this?
Yes,
Like you have
it's
breakfast and
crazy.
lunch, you have salads, oh my gosh.
And unique dishes too,
Yes.
not just standard dishes.
Right.
And and then speaking of sort of the familial feel here, the name is pretty special.
It sure is. It's named after my sister Joanna, who passed away.
Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, she's proud.
She is smiling big time.
No
I
question
felt
about it. No question about it. And then, but between that, naming it after your sister,
Mm-hmm.
and you probably can't help every day but to come in and think of her, and you have to make this feel like family because it's got her name on it. That's
Right.
she's
Well,
family.
and I get to say her name every day.
Yeah. And it's her legacy lives on through your food and through how meticulous you are, and how
I have a really high standard to set now, you know.
You do, because it's her name behind it, right?
Exactly.
So, but on top of that, you know what else I love? It's the standard is high, but on more than just the standard of the food is the standard with which you treat your staff and the people that come here.
Yeah.
You treat them like family too.
Mm-hmm.
And her name on that wall has to be the reason why everybody feels like family when they come here, because that is the culture you're creating in her name.
Yes.
And I think that's that's so incredible.
Thank
it really
you.
is.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and it helps too. You know, we have people come in and they've lost someone too, and it's just a good way to be like, hey, you know, like we all get through it. We all like it's still there, but we can move forward. And you know, I feel you. I get it. Like,
and that's got to be therapeutic for people who come in if they know your story.
Mm-hmm.
When you lose someone, there are no words, and it's tough to comfort folks. But to come in and feel like family and know your story.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really cool, safe place for some people who are going through it too.
For sure.
Which is great.
And clearly I have no problem crying about it all the time. So,
okay.
you know, you don't have, like, people don't have to worry about, you know, that I'm not going to get emotional with them, because I will. And it's, you know, whether they've lost someone, whether they've moved, whether they've had just something happen and they're not feeling well, whatever. I feel like
it's a safe place for them to emote.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And they know that my reaction is going to be like for real. It's going to be authentic.
A true empathetic response, which we can definitely tell. You have a huge heart.
Thank
you. Really do. And then back to the family thing too. Your mom's artwork on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your mom is so talented.
Dude.
Mom, you are crazy talented.
Nancy, I told you.
Nancy, if I may.
Yeah, she's an absolutely incredible artist, and she's always able to, you know, capture the seasons and different things, you know, with what she sends down for, you know, beach and water related, and, you know, sailboats and, you know, birds, and
it's really incredible, and I love that it's available for sale for purchase here too. That mom's artwork again. It's back to that family atmosphere, man.
Yeah, they're all involved. My dad's so great, and you know, my brothers and my sister, you know, they're so supportive, and you know, they always want merch so they can, you know, wear it up and
support you
back home, and you know, and support me from afar. So it's, you know, I have a lot of love behind me for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, the food has been outstanding. Your creativity is off the chain. It's off the wall how creative you are. But more than anything, if I take away one thing from today, I mean this, you made us feel like family today.
Oh.
It wasn't just us coming and shooting an episode. Like, you really welcomed us into your home and made us feel like family as we're doing this episode. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome,
and,
Greg. Thank you.
I know you're going to have continued success. This has been really great. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Thanks for making the trip.
You got it.
Hi, my name is Sandra Keys, and I'm a Johnson & Wales graduate. I'm pursuing my associates in baking and pastry, and I'm going to pursue my bachelor's in food and beverage industry management this fall. One of the things I really love about working at Joanna's Cafe is that they're very accepting, and they're an environment that inspires on learning and also focuses on making sure you have fun while you do it. This is such a great place to work in, and I'm really excited to continue to provide for the cafe, making pastries, seeing the next steps for what we can do here.
You know what I love the most about ABR is that it's not always just about the food. It's about people, it's about family, it's about community. And that's exactly what we found here today. And I'll tell you what, Joanna, your sister Lindsay, she's put something together pretty special in your honor. She's created one of America's best restaurants. We'll see you next time.